Hello everybody and welcome back to Daggerfall. Today's not gonna be a super long stream day because I'm streaming at an entirely wrong time. And it's a combination of many things. At least now we get to know what is down here. Today we're just gonna be trying to do painting the truth, which is the quest that we have set off on the last time, and it was kind of buggy. None of them have any kind of good gear. And that's definitely not what I'm looking for. You know what? Oh, okay. I was gonna say that I'm gonna rest here, but obviously I cannot. Hello! The bridge aligns, so we don't need to bother with the switches anymore. I would kind of like to climb this wall. Because, yep, I was correct. We have not been here before. Because this door is closed. Well, now it is open. Now, whenever there's switches and bridges, it makes me think that whatever I'm looking for must be upstairs. There's no real reason for it to be upstairs, but if I had to use a switch to do a thing... +5, yep, +6. Let's... Can I carry it now? Yeah, I can. I'm not really carrying a lot of stuff, but I am carrying a lot of money. So I'm gonna assume that that is where the weight is coming from. Oh, that is the bridge. And this is their closet. It is empty because they're currently renovating and didn't have anything to put in there. That is just the pain that you deal with when you have way too many rooms. Well, it seems that we have ourselves a skeleton listening from all of that yell. Kinda hate how good the Iron Curtis looks on the little image files. Oh. Oh. Right, so that bridge wasn't that important. Let's get to the other side and explore over there. Because there's less of a chance that we already have done that. I would like to check my map. Okay, from the looks of it, there are no secret rooms, because that amount of screaming is just... It's very suspicious to me. I think this is where I was going, maybe? Maybe I ran around in a circle again. definitely have not been in this direction. She was a tiny bit distracted, which honestly, if I was searching for my way to the bathroom inside of here, I would probably be very distracted too. Or the kitchen. Or any other, you know, amenities. Maybe she's employed here and was just wondering where her shift begins. Alternatively, potentially, we're all just robbing the same place and, you know, competing for resources. Oh, God. Jesus. There's some interesting colored people inside of there. I don't know what weird colored people mean. So that's the cupboard, and this is the place with the bad. A lot of bad. Oh! Okay! The purple was a vampire. And thankfully they all kind of piled on top of each other, so they were actually interfering with one another. I swear I have seen the vampire before. Somebody even commented on this Let's Play saying that that is amazing how easy it was for me to deal with one. Oh god. Right, wraiths just hit me for like half of my HP. That's not good. Okay. Is this the same room or somewhere different? From the looks of it, it's the same room. It just had a rogue wraith. There must be still plenty of unexplored areas because I keep on hearing enemies. And if that wasn't so, they would probably be dead. Is there anything this way? Oh right, the room itself. We don't exactly want to run into any wraiths on that health pool. And I keep on hearing them. Is that just the souls of the people that I have murdered? Is the game now punishing me for my murder spree? Don't really... Well, that's a unique sound. Well, Daggerfall is a good way of going mad because we have so far been here several times. And here. We have definitely covered this very particular circle, me. Let me just clumsily climb the other wall. Fake views do not help because they're not people and you can't interact with them. It's like buying a picture of a diamond and putting it in your window. So it is very, very weird for me that people do sell them. Imagine the people that buy them want to be higher up in the category that they're streaming. But I guarantee you, there's definitely no madman streaming Daggerfall right now. Except for me. Whoa, she was very, very fast. And running up the stairs. Let me just throw in a save in here because we have definitely not been here. It's not the same circle that we have covered like thrice over. Hit and stab seems to be a good way to do this. So that's iron and that is steel. Steel is just so ugly, man. Iron looks so pretty and I can't explain it. Oh! Okay! Right, the unfortunate thing about wraiths is that they're very strong, and if they hit you, your screen just shakes all over. It's like you're in disbelief that that could have ever even happened. Don't throw pretty spells at me. Thank you. Oh, God. Right, can wraiths navigate over gaps in the... Oh, yep, they can. Okay, the game does recognize them as flying. God damn it. Is this the Wraithathon? The part of the dungeon just like casually covered in wraiths? No, you don't. I don't like anything that can shoot at me. Which would be a very large amount of things that can shoot at me. And I don't like them all. Mainly because I don't particularly like being shot. Oh! We're back here again. I did not think that that door was a thing. Maybe I should have investigated better. So then, anyone had seen any portraits recently? Once belonging to any kings, by any chance? Oh, god damn it. How the heck does this place make any sense? How did I manage to arrive somewhere entirely new and then exactly where I was before again? Maybe it's just two separate rooms, maybe that's what it is. Because that corridor looked very unfamiliar. But I don't think so. We have definitely seen a lot of things in that direction. And this is one of those directions that we haven't been in yet. So we should try it. And if we like it, we can buy it. Right, have I been here? Okay, I have. What's there? Because that is one of them unexplored stubs. We can't have that. Right, I feel like I'm going back into the castle and that's not a good thing. So whatever's there, it's off bounds. There's like a stub in here. Yeah, I'm not going the right direction right now. You see, I hate that we're on such a specific quest. Because if we weren't, this painting is very well hidden. Like, just... anything that you throw into such a maze, guaranteed to never be stolen. Mainly because who in the right mind? That's also an unexplored stub. So we want to go here and then... No, that's not exactly correct. So unexplored stub is actually below us? But also we have never been here either, so that's fine. Ooh! Coffins are always a good sign. It means something new. But I have been here. So that's not new. Looks like I have not finished my exploration this way. Yep. I even found a free enemy. Discounted only today. Also entirely free loot. The Epic of the Grey Falcon by Anido Jorn, the editor. Let's see, how long are you? That's okay, I suppose. As uncovered and translated by Anido Jorn, royal archaeologist, from an ancient tome. This tale comes from sometime in the Second Era, most probably after the time of the Kahatan flu, or at least I have so surmised due to reasons in the text. Whether or not the tale is true, it remains an interesting story of survival. The reader will, I trust, forgive me if I translated the epic somewhat informally. The message, I think, is universal and should not be misread. Enjoy, gentle reader, the epic of the Grey Falcon. The Grey Falcon, a small warship of the Somerset Isle, was patrolling deep in the ocean for a pirate that had been looting the coast. The first 3 weeks out were uneventful. 2 hours after sunset on the 22nd day out of port, the lookout spotted a top of a sail in the moonlight, just on the horizon. Sail to starboard, forward quarter. The lookout of the Grey Falcon cried. The crew and captain of the Grey Falcon were quickly roused and stumped to the deck. The ship we're looking for, Captain, said the lookout. All hands to battle stations, all archers to their posts. The captain yelled, full ahead. The 2 ships closed and a dark figure stepped out onto the forecastle of the pirate ship. The figure made a gesture with his hands and a giant ball of fire streaked towards the Grey Falcon. The ball of fire struck the Grey Falcon in her sails, quickly catching them aflame. The figure made another gesture. Large bolts of ice streaked out from his hands and hit the Grey Falcon just above and below the waterline, gouging large holes in her hull. The Grey Falcon was mortally wounded. The captain cried, all hands abandon ship, as he was cut off by a pirate's arrow shot into his throat. As the Grey Falcon, aflame and listing badly, plunged into the sea, one of her sailors, Derek Seaspit, managed to avoid the pirate arrows and spells to make his way to lifeboat and lowered into the darkness below. Just as the lifeboat entered the water, a quick grey shape jumped into it. Derek looked and saw it was Haler Shersbane, a Khajiit mercenary assigned to the ship. The 2 rowed the small boat away as the Grey Falcon finished her descent into the sea. In the darkness, the pirate ship missed their small craft. After the 2 rowed well out of the pirates' possible view, they both collapsed from exhaustion. Early morning the next day, they took an inventory of the lifeboat's stores. Normally the lifeboat carries enough food and water to supply 7 people for at least 10 days. In place of the food, though, Haynor found a note. The food in this lifeboat was found to be in violation of Somerset Navy regulation during inspection. In accordance to the article, the food was taken away and destroyed. A replacement may be obtained by redeeming this letter at the port supply office. Signed, LT Inspector Windhollow. Haynor read aloud. Said Derek to his Khajiit companion, we have plenty of water, but we're all out of food. I don't know what we're going to do. I suppose we could try fishing, but we have no bait. There's a chance we can make it back to land before we starve to death. This be over a month in the craft. Wait, I have an idea, said Haynor with a gleam in his cat-like eye. 6 weeks later, the lifeboat entered the port of Corwich. As it was tethered to the dock, a solitary figure was pulled out. Looking weather-beaten and thin, one of the dock workers peered into the life raft after the figure was taken away to the port. Healer for the treatment. What's this? A worker said to himself as he picked up a large bone from the boat. A bone bleached white by the sun. After the sole survivor of Grey Falcon recovered from his ordeal, it was taken to the inquest for the death of Derek Seaspit and placed on a chair before the magistrate. We have in High Rock have a dim view of cannibalism. You better have a good reason for your actions. The Inquisitor boomed at Haynor Shersbane. By the lady, do you? Haynor stood and said, Your Honor had no choice. There was no food, and it was at least 2 months to the closest port. We both decided this was the only way someone would make it. Well, then I suppose that is understandable, if someone distasteful, the Inquisitor said. You think it was distasteful? Haynor muttered to himself. I didn't have any seasoning. One final thing, Mr. Snaresbane. How was it decided that you would be the one that would dine on the other? The toss of a coin? Haynor drew himself up and said, Your Honor, it was very simple. Derek Seaspit was a vegetarian. Case dismissed. Oof. Just casually eat your Khajiit. Well, this didn't take us anywhere useful. Well, we did find a book. And that just doesn't happen every day. Hello! Right, this direction is not explored either. So we may as well go in it. You know, sometimes it's actually exciting that there's still doors that open and enemies that come out. It makes me hopeful that I can actually find this painting. I'm fairly okay. It was a very hectic night for me today. For one thing, my guild and... Oh, okay. I'm all up to my ears in money, apparently. Let me just... check this. How much money am I carrying? Oh, only 34,000 gold. Yeah, that would explain quite a lot, actually. No, it's fine. My guild dragged me to do the Sorrow's Embrace. No, wait. The Chalice of Tears jumping puzzle in Guild Wars 2 today in the middle of the night. It's fine. I'm late to my own stream. You're definitely allowed to be late. It's the hardest jumping puzzle in Guild Wars 2, and we have spent like over an hour there, and then we have done like some extra achievements. It was honestly good fun, but it wasn't something that I planned. And when something is unplanned, and especially with other people, it can get fairly hard for me because I am actually quite the introvert, and it takes me quite a lot of energy to interact. So if I have multiple interactions planned in one day, I can just end up being very, very much out of energy. It also doesn't help that the video that I posted before has received a lot more views than I have ever expected it to receive. So I also spent a great deal of today answering comments, which helps with engagement and everything, but once again, the whole introvertism thing, like, I waste spoons on that. Well, I have a new morning guild called the Social Butterflies, and we're voting on a new name. So, if you ever want to play Guild Wars 2, I can provide the people. I normally would be kind of not okay with disclosing a name because that makes me a bit more trackable in like other games and stuff, but we're literally selecting a new one right now because it was the old guild leader that left us with that name, and he went around and made quite a few guilds, and it's also this always the social something. So there's also like the social assembly, and I think like the social crew and yada yada. So whenever we're recruiting, it gets very, very confusing and a bad taste for like every other person like observing it. So we wanted to remove ourselves from the social label, but the names that are on offer from people right now, let's just say that everybody had a great sense of humor. So it will be quite interesting what comes out of that. Yes, it is the same dungeon. I've been stuck here since last stream. Yeah, after streaming I will be going straight to bed. It depends how dressed up the girl's gonna be. Okay, this is like a repeat of the previous room, but entirely new to us. Like, if you're taking her out into like a nice place and she like expects to be fairly dressed up, then you should also dress up. But if that is not the case, then you can go a lot more casual, so it entirely depends where you're going. Aw, well, that's nice. Yeah, that's like having sushi is kind of like a semi-formal, semi-casual place, so it's very hard to determine what to wear and what not to. So this is the bane of my existence. I can't swim for shit. And thank you for following! I would like to investigate this path, but that means removing this thing from existence first. Drew just died. I'm really, really afraid that the painting that I'm looking for is underwater. Yes. Skyrim who? There's nothing quite better than Daggerfall. Ah yes, the even better graphics. I don't know what's there, but I definitely can't get to it, whatever it is, because there's quite a lot of the corridor underneath the water and I have no water potions whatsoever. No, I am planning to. So that will be an interesting experience when we get to it. I've heard that it's harder to control because the controls are not modern. But I would imagine that the aspect of whatever this is when it comes to dungeon generation will be gone. So there's that to look forward to. Like, I mean, look at this. Tell me that you understand this map, because I don't. I mean, and this isn't. Look, if you spend enough time with Daggerfall, you two will become friends, okay? You just have to be brave enough to dare and maybe get very, very angry in one of your attempts when everything starts glitching out, like happened to me in my last stream. Right, so apparently we never, like, went that direction, wherever that goes. So that's an idea. There's a very, very good chance that whatever I'm seeking is underwater. And I don't like that prospect one bit. I also started on Oblivion! You can do it, I believe in you. Why do I keep on wanting to take gold when I have like 34,000 coins on me and I can't carry anymore. I had so few games during my childhood. It was like The Sims 2, Oblivion, and some of the Harry Potters. And that's kinda it. So I replayed everything that I had to death. But as a result, those games are really, really comfort games for me. Like, I could always come back to them and be like, ah, it's home! Right, if I can figure out how to get a level up, well, I can see a lot of unexplored areas there. I did RuneScape. I do have vague memories of that. I spent my allowance on the sub fee. Because my mother let me do that. I think at some point I actually started a new one. But I think I did figure out how to log into my old one at one point. Because I do remember revisiting it in like adulthood, but it's been a while now. A couple of years ago, I did like some RuneScape streaming. I just wanted to like see all the quests in the game, and I never actually got that far. But at one point I was doing like a 24-hour stream for charity. And honestly, that was quite a lot of fun, even though it was very, very, very exhausting. I think I only got to 13 hours or something like that, but that was still quite a lot to do in one sitting. I'm glad that I did it, and I don't think that my constitution could do it again. Well, I mean, I would assume that in schools they would have just taken your cell phone away. So we are now one floor up. My vision's actually not too bad today, but god damn it, this goes nowhere. Okay, this can go somewhere. Some days I really, really struggle with seeing, and that's when, if I'm streaming with glasses, it's not only because I need glasses, but because some days my vision is worse, and some days my vision is better. So sometimes I can stream without glasses, like today I even read a full text, and that is fine. But then other days I really, really, really can't see without my glasses. And I gotta say, things being gray on gray, I don't know, mate, it's not the best color scheme that I've ever seen for a map in the game. I gotta admit that. That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't think that I could do another game binge because they're not very healthy. But at some point I might like try it anyways, maybe for like Christmas or something. But then we're just like talking about, you know, maybe what, 16 hours at most. I wouldn't try like to go without sleeping, and I definitely wouldn't like try to go for 48 hours because that wouldn't end very well. I had some like fairly lengthy Genshin gameplay sessions at some point. And at one point in Final Fantasy, I was in a group that was farming ponies. Ponies were a drop from like an extreme content, and when you do the same thing, the same extreme content, and it's like one boss fight, it takes like 10 minutes. If you do it 99 times, you can guarantee exchange like the tokens for a horsey. And there were various fights with like that, that you can get a horsey from. And I was doing the sea monster at that point. I think it was Leviathan. And our group decided we are gonna go until everybody has a pony. And I think we were hoping for like a good drop rate. That, spoiler alert, drop rate did not happen. But people were actually really, really dedicated and stuck through. And the issue is with fighting a water monster is that the water monster is on the sea, and you're in a boat, and the boat is swaying. And I swear we spent like 10 hours farming the horses for all 8 people. And at the end of it, I had my horsey, but when I like stood up to go away from my screen, the world continued to sway just like the ship did. Yeah, I have like a guildie that's currently working 16 hours a day. He gets like 5 hours for sleep and then he gets like 3 hours in the middle of his day. And he still gets his weekends, but that's his schedule for the current time. And honestly, it's really, really, really brutal. What? I've never been down the hole? Alright, maybe it's time to go down the hole then. Like a whole ass level that I have never seen because I was too scared to fall in, I guess. I don't know why I ever look into their inventories for stuff. That sound always scares me. And I think it's just the game shitting itself. Oh, that really sucks, man. It like really, really sucks. I lost my job to AI like a year ago. And so far I still can't replace it, so whoa, I've been living off scraps. I still have savings. It will definitely last me another year. I am kind of worried about it. What is... Oh, it's just another kerfuffle about their kings and queens. It's something that I couldn't care less about. Yeah, the stress has actually gotten to me really, really badly, like, 3 weeks ago, because it's just constant stress, so it eventually did really affect me, and my health went right downhill, so I've been having a lot of problems this whole of July, but regardless how it goes, I'm gonna get probably a lot better the moment autumn comes along, because a lot of this is also compounded the fact that I get seasonal allergies and that my body really, really hates me. So if it gets inflamed, it gets inflamed. I'm fairly disabled, so anything like that, yeah, I go outside to have a wobble once a week. I do tarot card readings. I do streams. I wrote several books. It's just really, really, really not enough. Well, that's a dead woman. I don't think there is anything else in here. Yeah, that's okay. They call it the generalized hypermobility disorder. It's just that the older I get, the more everything goes. And then next week I am seeing a dentist because I lost another tooth. And today I lost another piece of another tooth, so I was like, oh, I'm not gonna call my dentist and tell them that again because I'm gonna be seeing them in person to probably get rid of what's left from one of my teeth. And then maybe they could fix the other one. Because I would like to keep it. Right, is that a cupboard or does it go anywhere? Let's go and check it out. Yeah. I just started my 30s. And I'm so sorry, my dude. That sounds really, really, really incredibly rough. Oh, okay, that's just the exit. Cool. From the exit? I don't think that I can run away from the exit. Did my quest actually say to look for it in the dungeons? Yes, okay, somewhere in the dungeons. Because I was like, maybe it's... You know, a painting would make so much more sense if it was just in the front room somewhere. Ah yes, freedom's not for me. Don't think that there's anywhere else for the bridge to go. So pushing it again wouldn't help. I have a sneaky suspicion that I have explored everything but the underwater bit. So, it's gonna be that very, very happy time where we teleport around, but, I am kind of worried about that. My first worry is that we're just not finding the freaking painting. But my second worry is that I'm just gonna end up underwater, so... Right, I heard the door. I heard the door. A door would imply an enemy. I do feel like I've been here. But apparently I haven't. So that's good. That's somewhere new. I do like that, this isn't timed. Whoa! So, I can spend as much time in here as I want. Go ahead and ask. No, I'm not. There was a delivery that should have arrived today and it just did. And I swear it really sounded to me from over here like the delivery man was speaking in Simlish, which I'm pretty sure that they weren't. I don't know why I keep on looking into their loot. There's no more loot for me to carry. Max capacity. Fair enough. Well, this is a door. Hello. Doors are always good. I love doors. They're my favorite. If I was a painting, where would I be? Probably hanging somewhere in a lot more saner place than this. Fair enough. This layout just it feels like something else. Thankfully, there is a lot of it. I might have heard of them at some point, but I definitely have not looked into there for like at least several years. The things with remembering channels is the remembering, but... So many people. Let's not get hit. Definitely let's not get hit. Yeah, but I don't... Ooh. Okay, well, we know how to make potion of water breathing now. I don't tend to watch TikTok. I was uploading to it at one point, but that was such a pain. So I'm not in with the hip kids. I'm very old-fashioned. Yeah, I can totally relate to that. It feels like a platform that was made not for my generation. Though soon enough, probably really old people will join and then it will stop being popular because that's how it goes. Oh. Okay. Well, this is the first time in this game I've seen a sewer. That's fairly unique. I mean, the sewer is making noises at me, but still. Ooh. Door! With absolutely nothing on the inside, so why did you open door? Look, didn't you know that when you die you become a lot thinner? Like, they iron you out so that you fit better. Where is this magic man that keeps on opening doors for me? I think it's gonna be these people underneath. But they can't get to me because I'm not in water. Yeah, you be angry. I mean, what else would you do with your death? With your dead? If they're not like as thin as a piece of paper, then how do you stack them? What if you want to reuse that sarcophagus? I'm sure whoever has to be in charge of like your final wishes will really hate you for it. They will be like, where do I find the cannon? How can I even legally do this? I'm looking for any kind of secret door, but so far nothing, so I'm just very, very confused about this area. Yeah, there is no secret door. You can just cross over into here for the funsies. I mean, that is very true. Please, game. We're not trying to sink here. You see, sometimes you stand on the floor and you think that it is solid, but sometimes you just really are thinking wrong. The floor doesn't have to please you. It does not have to continue having consistency. That's just a false expectation. Checking their inventory is like... Yay! I won that! Mithril... Right, my sword is better. Oh no. Oh god. Getting smacked by a wraith in this game is quite the thing. Wraith like takes half of my health. Let's hope that I don't accidentally like put myself in a reload loop because the enemies are allowed to move while you're still loading, which really sucks. Oh, thank God. Yep. They are very strong. Ooh! My swimming leveled up too. Not that I was gonna swim anywhere. It's just how it goes sometimes. Oh, hello. Please. So is a Metro Katana one-handed? No. Okay, let's put that away. Let's just remove some things. Because I would like to carry an extra weapon. But there's just not a lot of things that I have that I can even remove off myself anymore. Because I just have so much gold. There we go. Now I get to carry around 2 weapons. Yeah, from the looks of it in game, they're one-handed. Because I can still keep my shield. Ah! And look, if I can get better damage, I'm taking better damage. Plus, if one of my weapons breaks... Okay, blame accepted. Blame away. I am so running out of patience with this place. Just because this is a lot. Like, I have just teleported somewhere differently. What the heck? And found this whole area. Well, yeah, that's kind of a running theme for this game, I think. Getting stuck in dungeons. They're just that big. I don't know who designed them or why, but they were definitely a dungeon enthusiast. Oh! I'm slightly stuck. Let's back away. And then we can rest in here until fully healed. And then let's save. I don't want to just accidentally get myself stuck inside the wall. I don't know, it's just really not my thing, you know? Right, so we don't actually know what's down there. Haven't been there before. Oh my god, is this what I need? No. Like, because this just looked so right, I assumed. This looks like a painting to me. But no! We're not a painting! Right, and I don't know what's down here either, except that it is friggin' D. Whoa! Right. Yeah, we fell into water there. So we're now in the middle of that structure. Don't really particularly want to go for a swim. So once again, I absolutely suck at swimming. What even is this? There's just a window. And 2 doors. Why did they try and sell viewers to Daggerfall streamers? Oh, is this where I was? No. This is weird. Like, really weird. Like, now I'm on the inside of that structure. Hello! We're just looking for a painting inside, Wayrest's dungeons. Could the further entrance actually be underwater? I'm just walking around, looking inside the water to see if I can see any kind of doors. No, I don't think there is. Could I please climb this? Because I'm in the kiddie pool and I'm wet and I can't get out. And I'm apparently standing, so... There we go! All I needed to do was crouch. So, right, I accidentally got myself stuck into the wall again. Let's not... I'm really stuck in the wall now. Thank you. Where the heck am I? That's not very helpful. Let's zoom in. So I haven't been through there. There we go. I have climbed through the window. Whoa! What? Jesus. Okay. That's just money, and I'm already at carry capacity. Well, have a good day. Oh, god damn it! It's a wraith again. Oh, thank god. Same to you. Whoa! We leveled up. Oh, that's pretty cool. I don't think I want any more spells, so I'm just gonna dump this all into strength. And that gives me extra encumbrance as well. So now I'm level 9, and I need to be level 10 to even, like, tackle finishing this game. Ah yes, the mangled corpse of heads. Just... It's like they found 3 giants, and they cut off their heads, and they kind of just piled them in here. Those are indeed some... That's what I said, that they must have been giants. Ooh. Okay, more courtly things. I want to announce that I'm getting close, but probably not really. You see, I'm looking for a painting, and I don't actually even know what a painting would look like. Because this is the first time that the game has actually sent me looking for a painting as an item. Ah, okay. I thought that maybe I have been sitting down because I felt kind of short, but no, it's just a weird perspective because the ceiling in here is very, very close right now. And I feel kind of slow. Oh. I don't know. It's not like a super used thing, but definitely possible to see what I'm streaming. Let me just try to dump it here. That should work. Yeah, that was for the right server. I panicked for a second, but that should be correct. The painting's definitely probably not in here. I mean, there is a shirt and some blood in here. It is so weird to no longer even be able to pick up gold. Fair enough. Well, have a good day. To be fair, I just upgraded my carry capacity so I can pick up gold. Let me just fill it with gold. And then they're like, hey, bring this painting back. And I would be like, what painting? I have my pockets full of gold. Where the heck would this even go? I have already played Morrowind. It's on my YouTube, the whole thing. We're going backwards. Oh, okay. Well, this didn't go anywhere good. I might play Arena next. I probably will play Arena next. I feel like I promised to play Arena next. I feel like that's gonna be scary. I feel like I became quite OP by the end of it, and then expansions really frustrated me because they kept on crashing. Yeah! Arena next! Honestly, I'm looking into Might and Magic series and Ultima series. And I feel like any selection that I make might be a bit annoying, because I'm gonna start from the latest going back, except for Might and Magic, in which case I would skip the 2014 one because it's a tiny bit too new. So, the latest before the 2014 reboot, and the latest in Ultima series, which was Ultima 9, I believe, they were not good games. So I definitely feel like I am learning patience with Daggerfall, because you need quite a lot of it, especially when the game breaks on it. And I'm like reminding myself that when I progress out of Arena, well, for one thing, I still need to do my yearly Bloodlines run, and that's gonna be like a no XP run. Well, I'm gonna get XP, but I'm not gonna spend it. So that's gonna be interesting. Ooh, that looks correct. That looks very correct. But afterwards, yeah, I will probably gonna start from something like Ultima 9 or the latest Might and Magic, and it's gonna be very buggy and janky, and probably not a better experience than this. I loved Oblivion. It was one of my first games. Oh no, I'm carrying too much. Goodbye, gold. I'm just gonna shit 2,000 gold pieces in here. It's just, Oblivion is my comfort place. But I feel like I have actually already played this, and newer Elder Scrolls games actually like receive less views. Because there's quite a lot more people doing them, for one thing, and they're all quite good. And I really enjoyed it when I did it. And I really enjoyed Skyrim when I did it. But because I've already done it, I'm like, if I revisit it, it would be a bit of a waste, because like I could be doing something that I haven't done yet. Okay, goodbye. Please tell me that I placed the teleport somewhere rational and logical and reasonable, and not wherever we are right now. And that I can actually use it. I don't actually know where we're gonna come out, because I don't... Right outside Wayrest Castle, good. So who wanted this painting? Queen Akarishi. I know that it's kind of bad, but I don't actually remember where that is now. Castle Sentinel. Oh no. Right, so... The last time she very much bugged out and didn't want to talk with me. So I'm very, very concerned about that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna stall, and I'm gonna head to Orvias next, and dump all of my gold if I can. I'm hoping that I can actually travel there without like any problems, because sometimes the travel dies, and if it dies, you're definitely gonna see it. And normally it displays that you have collapsed from the exhaustions, which thankfully we haven't. I think I still have a room at the inn in here, because I did all of my training in Orvias. Orvias is like my happy place. It's home, effectively. It's where I started to level up with the temple and other places. I do want to find Orvias's bank. So that is south. Ooh. And I really, really like want to dump majority of my money. I know that I have made like a video on YouTube giving tips about Daggerfall. So I'm gonna just remind you guys right now that Daggerfall is an intricate game. Oh. A page wearing the colors and pale yellow rose of Wayrest appears silently at your side. He hands you a letter and disappears as if he has never arrived. Don't know what that's about, but we're gonna check it out in a little bit. So one of the things about Daggerfall, as opposed to Morrowind and later installations, is that your gold coins sway, so you use banks. And banks are not shared between countries, just inside a country. So I could take out my money anywhere in Orvias, but the moment I leave, that's it. I don't have access to my money. And because Orvias has become such a home base for me, I've done all my training here and everything, it just kind of makes sense to deposit in Orvias. So whenever I need to do banking, I just, you know, go to Orvias. I would like to deposit. How about 28,000? This leaves me with some wiggle room. Nice 5,000 worth of wiggle room, which means that I can travel and take out rooms and everything. But I also don't just have like a significant weight on me. I would now like to go to Sentinel. And I did just save. I believe I did. I believe I can fly. That means that I can. And let's once again kind of cross our fingers that we're not just gonna have an exhaustion death. I don't know what it causes it, but it seems that sometimes changing my traveling way to travel recklessly and like lose stamina while I travel is a thing that fixes it. I am so amazed that we actually like managed to find the thing that we were looking for and leave the goddamn place that I was in. Okay, that's probably a house. I thought that it was the friggin' castle, but no, this is a house. The castle is just really in the middle of nowhere. I do appreciate the graphics. Like the first time when you enter places, you just go kind of, whoa, you know? So much stylistic differences between place to place. But also everything is kind of far away. Hello, Furnace! I hope that you're doing good. It is a shame that we haven't played our tabletop in such a long time. I'm gonna be starting a new one on Wednesday. Yeah, I began really, really late. I don't aim for this hour. I aim for a lot earlier hour normally. But it's just a lot of things compounded. And to begin with, my guild has pulled me, like, with a Discord message. I mean, I didn't need to respond. At like 3 AM, they were like, yeah, let's go and do the hardest jumping puzzle in Guild Wars 2. Normally, nobody sane would ever, you know, utter those words. So I was beyond intrigued, and I felt compelled to answer. So I did. And I spent like 3 hours in the middle of the night playing with my guild. And me being the introvert that I am, I definitely run out of my social credits by doing that, so I definitely needed quite a bit of time to recharge. I tried my best. Oh, I'm so sorry. I mean, if everybody's up for it, sure. I'm trying to figure out what I do on a Saturday. Oh right, we normally play the tabletop and then I stream, fair enough. I'll probably once again run out of my social credits and then I will sit there staring at a wall trying to compose myself for a stream right afterwards. If everyone can do it, you know, let's do it. I am so scared. I am so scared that she won't talk to me. I did not attempt to use the painting. Excellent, its properties are inappropriate for those not of royal blood. You have shown yourself to be not only loyal, but also obedient. Here is 615 gold. Well, thank you very much, lady. I am so happy that you did not bug out. So, did not bug out. Yay. Fair enough. If everybody agrees, then you know, let's do the thing. The thing that we do that we haven't done in a very, very long time. And, that we're not gonna do again for quite a while as well. So, I received a mail. But sometimes the game says that I've received a mail and I haven't, so let's actually check it. My beloved son has brought your name to my attention and suggested that we might have some business to discuss. I understand that we have a mutual interest. Please visit me at Castle Way Rest at your earliest convenience. Yours, Berenzia. I want to see if that is the optional Berenzia quest. Because there is a thing that's called Berenzia's Book, and it leads to Orcish Emancipation, but we have already done Orcish Emancipation. Yes, it is. Oh boy. Okay. We don't really need to do this, but we can do it. But, do I ever need to talk with anyone in Wayrest ever again? This is a legitimate question. I'm just checking right now. Because if I do and I leave that stuck, that might not be the greatest. No, no. No. You know what? There's this and Medora's Freedom, and the rest of the quests kind of require me to be level 10. I may as well go and start it if possible. I really hope that the game doesn't crap itself. The game has crapped itself quite a lot. I will need to explore, like, the orc stronghold and find the book. That can be a pain in the ass, especially considering that apparently, the Underking can get to it first. And then we would need to go to the Underking to find the book. And then we would like deliver the book. I have made up to my mind who I'm giving the totem to. I'm not saying right now, but I do kind of stand all the interesting characters, and a lot of the regular characters are just like, hey, I want to control the region. And I'm like, that's really boring. I don't care who controls the region. Now the moon guy. Well, that, and there's apparently also like a wraith that just really wants to die, and the Underking has already told us about it. And he was like, hey, do not release that man, whatever you do. Like, bad things would happen if he got reunited with his body. So I consider that to be an option. And also the Underking. That meow is so incredibly cute. He is a nice human-faced 8-bit kitty. Yes, you are. I hate that pat the cat was not a thing in video games yet, because that's just what you naturally always do as a human being. You pat the cat. It's a bit that way. And hopefully Brenzi actually speaks with me. Because that's definitely been like an outgoing problem of people just stopping conversing with me. A young courier dryly hands you a letter and then stalks off without saying a word. Is it what I think it is? No, that's the wrong one. Queen Akarishi of Sentinel spoke highly of you as a brave, able, and unprejudiced Breton. Her actual words were a hero. For some time we have been looking for someone like that. I will not lie to you about our loyalties. We serve the Underking. If you are a believer in fairy tales and consider the Underking the ultimate force of evil, we apologize for misunderstanding you. Otherwise, we need your help. You can find me at the Mastersmith residence of Akahasi in Sentinel. I will wait 1 month. Oh, okay, that definitely takes priority. Sorry, Wayrest, but yeah, when you receive, I will only wait a month. Not you can't leave it. They're gonna be gone, and then I won't have a quest. So, Mastersmith residence of Akahasi in Sentinel. Let's go! How long will it take me to get to Sentinel? Please tell me that it's not a long time. Shit. Let's try and be reckless. What would... Mastersmith's Akahasi's... Where would that be? What was it? Shit, okay, I do have a letter on me. It's Castle Wayrest. Second residence of Akahasi. I don't actually know where that is. And I don't have a way to ask about it. Okay. I absolutely I have to find the house again. And, the last time I tried to find the house, we nearly cried. And I have no way of asking them where it is. So, yeah, I will actually legitimately have to just find the house. My husband brought me an energy drink. Because he's very nice. So that is a residence, but if I remember correctly, when you find the right building, it will actually register on the map. So as long as you click on everything, and you remember what you clicked on, you'll eventually know where. And the easiest way to do this is to start marking your surroundings so that you know what door you tried and what you haven't. So those are not it. That's not it. That's also not it. Whoop! Couple down, a million buildings left to go. They are, we're trying to find a house. I gotta say, finding a house is one of my least favorite things to do in Daggerfall, so that is how things are going. No, well, thankfully, Sentinel has like a really giant castle in the middle. You really can't miss it. So, it's definitely not in the castle. So everything else that's here is just kind of like this. Not this one either. Ideally, I want to check everything down. That's not down, that is down. From here. When we find the right one, normally that's when your map updates. Normally you could like ask people, but for some reason my game kind of breaks on me, and it really doesn't like me trying to ask for specific people. Thankfully, this is not a region where the night is deadly. So I can continue checking houses even if it is in the middle of the night. This is a residence, but it didn't come up with being the correct residence. That means that it probably isn't. It's also a residence, but it can't be the correct one. So all of that is no. It's just... I feel like just checking the top corner will be easier before checking the bottom, because there's less off the top corner in there. So let's continue running around looking for the happy fun place, you know, as you do. Should have just left this for tomorrow, but I like how they taste. Though honestly, with a fresh hole in my tooth that I'm not gonna fix until next week, that's might be not the best idea. Well, that's a no. That's also a no. You can break into quite a few of these, I imagine. I think only like the residences though. Honestly, I wish that they removed a couple of houses. The unimportant ones, you know? Oh, that's a locked one. See, it's much easier to systematically eradicate the top bit than it is the bottom. This is a residence, but not the one that we're looking for. I hope that all quests work the same, honestly. The music soundtrack, like the night soundtrack, is very, very nice. To make a Daggerfall video previously, to give my tips on it, I ripped the whole soundtrack from YouTube and like placed it inside the video, just for like background sound. It is honestly longer than Morrowind's Oblivion's. I don't know about Skyrim. I haven't actually tried looking up Skyrim's whole music thingy. I have done like a couple of videos that were just like ambient noises that loop for work and stuff, but I don't know how long is Skyrim OST. Morrowind's and Oblivion's are just really, really low. It honestly sounds like sand. I can't explain it. It's probably the, you know, blowing sound effect that keeps on happening over and over again. That probably would be it, so maybe I can explain it. So that is another house for sale. But it did not place that it's a house for sale, so let me just throw in a nope. I do enjoy the actual, like, ability to make notes on the whole thing. And I think that this is what I should do whenever I have to check large amount of residences. Like, actually mark which residences ain't it, Because otherwise over time you just get very, very, very confused what you checked and what you did. Like the last time when I did this, I was running around like a headless chicken and just praying that one of the houses was gonna be correct. And I did succeed, but that was such a pure luck thing. Like my unorganized searching definitely did not help. I have like a tiny house beyond this point. Somewhere. Are you the tiny house beyond this point? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, you are my tiny house beyond this point. So that is the residence, but it isn't the correct residence. I just hope that the game doesn't like bug out on me and forgets to mark the correct residence, because that would really suck. That would mean that I would need to break into everything that is a residence. And I'm not being very, very smart right now because I'm not checking. So never... I need to go west. It will probably be the last building that we check. But I don't know, guys. I'm kind of relaxed. So I don't really feel like I am rushing anywhere. If that makes sense. Green buildings are gonna be inns, so it's definitely not in the inn. But if we can find the front door, we may as well reveal what kind of inn it is just for ourselves. For, you know, one day when we're back to Sentinel. The feather and the priest, there we go. Oh, I really enjoyed this music a lot more, the outside than the inside music. Like, the inside music is very, very cheery, but now this is atmosphere. Hey, I found my love for Daggerfall again. Thought it was gone the last game. You know, this is what I needed. Thank you, Daggerfall. I really kind of needed to break up dungeoneering, and I definitely need things to not break down on me. I think this building does not have a door. I think it just counts as an extension of that building. It would kind of make sense. Because there is that bridge, so I'm just gonna mark this for no. No! There we go. We can continue looking. You know one thing? When you're playing a game, and you're playing a game online to other people, one thing that always scares me is that people will like lose interest in it before I'm done with it. So there always feels like there's a pressure to go faster rather than dilly-dallying. Which can, the sense of urgency can like create this just, I don't know, bad taste in your mouth. Where you will start getting frustrated going, oh, how dare this game, like this dungeon, it isn't going fast enough. This quest isn't getting fast enough. I feel like I'm not getting to where I'm supposed to be, and that's really not the attitude to take with Daggerfall. Like, it was obviously written to be a fairly slow game. The giant-ass friggin' generations of dungeons kinda confirm it. So I am trying to be very, very patient with it. The only time when I ran out of that patience was when everything went wrong the last time when we streamed. I am so glad that just like the cheats are a lifesaver in DOSBox, man. Just the fact that I raised my reputation up with everyone like 4 times. Like added plus 20 reputation. Fixed the quest giver won't talk to me issue. Even though she still refused to talk to me in the spot. And then decided to talk to me telepathically when I went away, which was... It did not give me a lot of confidence. Oh, okay, that's an inn. I thought, wait a minute, did they mark the location of the NPC that I'm supposed to meet? But no. No, they did not. So I am just so happy that we got that back. And that nothing has broken so far. Well, mind you, we only progressed that quest. We haven't done like anything super horrible, but I'm really happy that we unbroke it. That is another house for sale. There's so many houses for sale. I could buy like half the town. And yeah, you just like in Oblivion, you can purchase houses. Okay. I think it would be south, that house that I haven't checked. Yeah, it would be. It's this block, whatever it is. I gotta say, I really enjoyed buying houses in Oblivion. And I'm pretty sure that Skyrim has like a whole homestead DLC. And it's not only just a house, you can like get a follower and you can effectively roleplay a family. And most people like get the vampire chick, especially considering that you can marry some of them. In Morrowind though, you had to grow your own house. You know, there was that involvement. This is the most relaxed that I've been in a very long time. Oh, that's another thing that happened. I decided to use a bit of a trolley tactic to talk about certain religions putting others down because there's a lot of like fear-mongering content online. And I set up the video as if it was gonna fearmonger with a very dramatic thumbnail. By the way, while I was making that, I was talking with my friend and I was all like, have an expression like I just lost a puppy, look like I just lost a puppy. So that was, the whole making of that thing was pretty fun, but I feel like what I've done has worked a tiny bit too well because that video has received like 2,000 views in a day. Another thing that I have learned is if you're a YouTuber, it really doesn't pay to make any kind of Christian content because that's what the video was pretending to be. Because it's something like 3 cents per 1,000 views. It's such a low view to cent ratio. Like there are some cults that will make that ratio like full on dollars. I know that the Mormon church has overinvested into advertising, but that means that the Christian church is paying like $0 pretty much to YouTube for any kind of advertising. So If you're a Christian making Christian content on YouTube, good luck. You're definitely not gonna make a living out of it. And complain to the Vatican for being outdated and not trying to advertise their own religion, because then YouTube doesn't get ad revenue from anywhere and they do not pay you. You would think that such a big and rich religion would be all for ad revenue, right? But nope. Apparently they're not, and that's pretty surprising. Let's see. There's a house over there. It's this one. That's also a nope. Jesus, there's a lot of buildings here. Duh. Really a lot of buildings. We might need to start role-playing this shit and actually, like, borrow a bed for sleeping. Thankfully, I rushed all the way back. Because the quest giver was like, hey, I'm gonna wait for you for a month. So I rushed my arrival and arrived here in a day. So I have a lot of wonder about time. And I'm pretty sure that so far we only wandered like day to night, so there hasn't been a lot of time that we spent here, so. Currently my confidence level of being able to find this person before the quest expires is high, and getting that person, very, very important. This is the main quest line, and it is not an optional quest. It's not something that you can walk around. If you lose this quest, that is it. You cannot finish the quest line. Therefore, finding this person that gives us the quest that invited us to see him with a letter is of utmost importance. I know that the game tried to be interesting and replayable by randomizing what house, like, this person was gonna be in. But I gotta say, Daggerfall, if you can't say, oh, by the way, these are the directions from, like, a specific point, or you can't just, like, mark it on my map, the whole randomizing where the quest giver is just becomes really, really, really unpleasant. Because you're stressed that maybe the game will bug out and maybe you won't be able to, like, find it. So that is Knights of Iron, but they're kind of awkwardly hugging a house here. Well, hugged house is searched. It is a nope. I still gotta say, I've been watching a lot of Grimmeth, as people know, and I definitely admire his confidence to look like he knows what he's doing even when he doesn't. I wish that I could do that. Right, I do need the actual interaction mode. Could I rent a room for 2 days, please? And I just want to rest to get my fatigue recovered. And then we're gonna continue looking for our magic house. Hopefully this doesn't reset the map. Because if it did, I would be pretty pissed. Nope, nope, it's good. So that is the rat and the cat. Let's just throw out save. Unfortunately, now it has different music, and this one I feel like I've heard a lot more. But it's okay, because the sun will come out at some point, and the soundtrack will change again. I like the sand one more. Some of the music in this game kind of feels like it wants to give you anxiety. And some of the music in this game just really wants you to chill. This reminds me of a dungeon track. I'm kind of surprised that it's playing in here. Which means that it's trying to give me anxiety. I suppose I can see it being in the desert. It does have like those drums in the distance, kind of weird instruments. I know that nobody actually played any instruments for this because you would literally computer generate all of this with programs. I don't mean like AI, but like you would make it from ting-tong noises. Because of the whole compression and how things are supposed to sound inside a computer video game when you didn't have like good enough replication. But I really admire the creativity, especially in like the do notes. It really feels like somebody was strumming a guitar or something like that, some sort of stringed instrument. That is not miss a house. It would be horrible if we would. Because then I would be like, I checked all the houses! And then there's just one in the middle of nowhere. I suppose it's okay if we don't find it today. But I gotta tell you guys, I do wanna find it. I would feel better if we found this NPC. I would sleep better. Because if we don't, and if we like leave it for a Saturday, then I get to like start thinking, will we find it? Will we not find it? It wouldn't be a cliffhanger just for you, it would also be a cliffhanger for me. I suppose I can always like log in. Launch the game! Come on, me. This is not 2024. The offline games don't have online DRM. There's nowhere to log in. That is kind of a good thing. Yeah, I can always like launch the game and go through this by myself. Do I find the right place? But I also don't feel like doing that. Like, I've cut out quite a bit from Morrowind. I would do a lot of like inventory management, selling, and that sort of thing off screen, together with some training. I don't know. I don't feel like doing it for Daggerfall. I suppose this is more of a novelty. And it feels more of an in the spirit of the game to actually just have all of this. Plus I heard that some people like to use streams to fall asleep too. And I don't know what's more relaxing than searching for houses inside Sentinel. Well, maybe a lot of things, but... This is pretty relaxing still. No, no, and no. Look at all the beautiful ends. I feel like when we're gonna find it, I'm gonna jump up from my seat. I will be like, oh my god! Is this it? I bet you anything, it's gonna be the last house that we visit. Like, at the very, very last house, it will be like, yep, this is the one. It's also kind of funny because the description on Daggerfall wiki goes, well, you need to come back to the quest giver after you finish this quest. So remember where he is. And I'm like, not a problem, mate. My map is currently full of ends. Like, currently that would be where the end ends. Look at that beauty. So many houses were playing with me the game of, is this it? So many houses came up with, ain't it, bruh? Well, at the very least, it can't be the castles. Sentinel! And also, at the very least, the planning of Sentinel means that, there's a lot of empty space in the middle. I'm pretty sure I complained about that before. Just recently. And now I'm like, empty space. Empty space, my savior. Of the places that I don't need to check. Now, I gotta say that if it is a video game, and you tell me that I need to meet you ASAP in order to do a main story quest, don't you dare lock the door and go to sleep. That's very inconsiderate of you. See you later, Furnace. Have a good day. Let's just go down a little bit. That's still the same house. What about this? Thank you. Excuse me? There we go. This house is like, nope, not getting checked. Not getting checked today. Not this one either. Let's do the weird round figure and then go back up. I have a feeling that it's gonna be a lot of ain't it? But I still wanna check it. I am so imagining my character right now, just like running around bashing on everyone's doors. Knock, 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 is that you? Did you send me this letter? And it's just a whole bunch of like locked doors. And I'm just hoping that my spidey sense for quest givers will like let me know exactly where it is. Where am I? Oh, okay, I have already checked this one. Fair enough. Right, let's just go down over here. Ain't it, fam? Whoa, music change. Ain't it? Let's just really hope that it isn't bugged and just like ain't displaying the information that it has to display. I have full trust in you, Daggerfall. I'm not gonna do that. Ah, it's open. But where is it? What is it, even? So this is Bajumar. That is not very enlightening. I don't think I needed a Bajumar. If I check my letter... That's the wrong one. It keeps on being the wrong one. Akahasi is what I'm trying to find. There is a cat that really is trying to jump on my desk right now. He's about to shelf himself inside my bookcase. Yep, he just did. Moved my lamp with him, but that's okay. I need to go down, not up. Am I going down? I am going down. It was actually kind of easier when it wasn't daytime. I went a bit too down. I want to go a bit up. To like a bendy house. This is the bendy house. Nope. Still nope. Right, I want to like check this area. I feel like that is the important bit of the checking. At least that I want to do today, just so that I know that it isn't there. And on Saturday, when we proceed, we're probably gonna have a bit of a, I don't know, chill out session. Especially if I still have like plenty of doors to check. I just don't really want to leave like gaps in my checking, and that is a very huge gap in my checking. I'm just gonna enter in here to get its name, the Screaming Dagger, thank you. And this will be something that's connected to the Screaming Dagger, so it is an instant no. Not here. It's the Mages Guild. My buddies. You know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna just start calling myself one more house. And it's not gonna be very healthy. Not here. This is one big house. Hopefully separate doors don't count as separate residences. I don't think that they do. Right, one huge house. This house has nothing of value. I so hoped that it would be somewhere up here because there's less buildings up here. But it doesn't look like it. So now we will want to go south. Down by one. And this house also has absolutely nothing of value. So then, I am so not gonna like this. I'm really not gonna like this. It likely won't be orange ones, because it did say residence. And the quest log does say that it's, you know, a residence. I checked this one. Did not check this one. So that's a no. Oh, there's like one more up from here, but I also haven't checked. Right. Let's not accidentally miss any buildings. Or else it might not be very fun. Now, the issue with everything here is that I don't actually know how to tackle it. I was doing like a whole side at a time. But in here, I think I'll have to start doing a line at a time and then come back for the rest of it by doing another pass. So this house has nothing of value either. On the upside, the night music will start again when the night comes. Because this is a very much town music that I'm very, very used to by this point. I hate how I am running out of running energy. It must be all the running that I'm doing. My poor stamina! If only I had some stamina potions. Anyway, we have finished the painting of truth, which is something that I wanted to do. We're aiming to start... How is it called now? We're aiming to start the Ancient Watcher. There we go. That's the right one. And what we're currently engaged in is a door knocking. I'll see. I might be able to like do a couple of doors off screen at the very least. But for now, I think I'm not gonna torture you. I'm just gonna leave it here, folks. You have definitely experienced the very much authentic Daggerfall experience of running door to door. And also, I washed my hair before I went on stream, and now I think it kind of dried weird. Well, I'll have to fix that later. But anyway, thank you for being here. I'm gonna see you on a Saturday, where chances are we're gonna proceed with some very, very chill door knocking for at least some amount of the stream, and some of it maybe I'll do off stream so that we don't have to knock throughout the whole Sentinel. I'm just gonna emphasize how much door knocking we have done already. So see this whole giant area. Look at us go. We really went and did all of that. I am so proud of us. But what kind of discourages me is that this is how far Sentinel goes. But I'm gonna say that I probably have done maybe 40% of it. So it might be, you know, I'm gonna tell that I did 40% so that, you know, I feel inspired to do the rest. But anyway, your regular Daggerfall experience, folks. Trying to find the quest giver. Woohoo! It was fun for a while. And then I kinda started feeling sad from all the door knocking that I was doing. Well, what's too much isn't good for you. That's how I'm gonna put it. So thank you for being here. Thank you very much to all of my Patreons that have actually subscribed to my Patreon. When I upload this to YouTube, the Patreon chart will be here. I haven't put it in the previous occulty trolley video that I did because I didn't want poor people's names to be dragged into it. If I'm doing something a bit devious, I'm gonna keep you out of it. But thank you for supporting me, and thank you for watching this and for putting up with all of this. And I'm gonna see you next time, when hopefully we can actually like find the Ancient Watcher and do the Ancient Watcher. I think that would be a great goal to have. Then we have like the optional quest, or we have like the whole other line of quests out of which I could do one, where I go into a dungeon and find a lady. And from there I need to be level 10. Well, we're level 9 now, so that's pretty cool. So thank you for being here, and I'm gonna see you next time. Toodaloo!